Mary Lou and Lois as being there.
Okay, I see that now. Huh,
Yeah, that might just have been on one you used before, but I don't think.
probably.
And
Right.
oh, who else? Oh, Linda. You got Linda was there.
So Robin, Beverly, Linda, and Alberta,
Yes.
and me. Did William just join us? Who just, yep, there's William.
Hi, William. Can he hear us? Okay, are we ready? Okay. All right. So let's see, the minutes from June 17th meeting. Okay, we're accepted. We got that. So here, I'm gonna follow the agenda. So we're gonna talk about Tree City.
Yeah, the application, I believe, is due December 4th. James has got to get a bunch of numbers to me.
Okay.
And you know, how many trees we planted and all that. So I'm working on that. Let's see, reforesting Forest Park registration should say starts in December, not November. So if you want to order more trees for your yard, you can pre-register next month. And then again, he will have Christmas tree recycling where you bring your trees to Kemper Meadow Park and, you know, then the city recycles them.
Okay. I think Bill is trying to get in. Let's see what she said. I think she just sent me an email. Let's see.
I had some problems logging in too, so maybe they're having issues.
She might have, let's see, I think she sent me something. Let's see. Nope. I guess she didn't. All right. So does anybody have anything on the reforesting registration? That's where it goes to Right Gwen, right?
Right, and I don't think he's picked out the trees yet, so if anyone has any ideas and trees you would like to see, maybe we could let him know.
When is this gonna, it starts in?
December.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to let him know right away or let me know and I can forward it to him.
Okay, all right. And how about the Christmas tree recycling? It's still the same from last year, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the holiday contests. All right, do we want to have a best decorated street award this year? If so, how will we do the judging? The residents from Indoor Court called asking. Okay.
I guess Indoor Courts received it 3 years, but I don't think it's recent. I mean, we haven't given out any recently, I don't think.
What you mean, whole street award?
Right.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Right. So,
and you're checking with James to see if there's money to do it in the budget?
I mean, we can just, I don't think there's money in the budget to give them a sign like they've done in the past. But, you know, we could put the winner on Facebook and on the sign out front and stuff like that.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Now, do we want everyone to go around on their own and look at that street and then vote on the best street, or how do we want to do that?
Isn't that what who suggested?
I thought what we had suggested and decided on, that we would go ourselves and look at them.
Yeah, well, you're gonna go yourselves and look at a few houses.
Right.
Okay, so then the best street, how should we all go look at all the different streets, or should we just have one person choose the best street award?
I guess whoever judges that area, right? Or
no, it's just my opinion that everybody, when it comes to a whole street, my opinion only, I think everybody can just drive by and say, yes, the street is good.
That sounds good. Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Usually we only get one or two streets that want to be looked at, but this year with everyone being home, we might have a lot. So
Okay,
it's hard to say. I think we'll have a lot more people decorating this year.
okay.
That's my thought.
All right, all right.
I know my neighbors put their tree up already.
I know it's a lot of decorations out already, so you might be right. When are you going to start the sign up for? Have you started it already?
I will put it out tomorrow. I was just waiting to hear
Okay,
about the street.
all right. So it's agreed upon that we're gonna, Rachel is gonna break it up. You're gonna break it up and assign us a street or something, assign us an area, or just the people
Right.
who registered? Yes, okay. All right. Everybody in agreement on that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, Rachel.
Hi,
All right.
Linda.
hello.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
I can't see Linda.
Hi, Linda. I can't see you either.
You see me now?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
We see you now. All right. So, do you have your agenda,
I
Linda?
do.
Okay, we're at the holiday contest.
Okay.
And Rachel thinks it might be a few people more than last year signing up because they've had time to get out and decorate, and they're starting early. And we're still gonna be assigned whoever signed up. So each one of us will do it on our own. And it for the street, we're just gonna each drive by whoever wants the, are they gonna sign up for the street award too?
Right.
Okay. And so in order to pick a winner, we can all do that. We can just drive by whatever streets. If it's one street wants to be the winner, they're the winner. If it's a couple more, then we'll have to drive by.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Any more on the holiday contest? We'll move on to the yard contest.
On the yard contest, my thought is that we start early enough, letting everybody know that if you want to be judged this year, then you do it the same as Christmas. You call in, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, it may
Yeah,
be a lot more houses.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Robin?
For what? For the yard contest? I
Yes.
can hear you now.
For the yard contest, do the same as we do Christmas. If you want to be judged, call in. And that way we can't say, you missed me, or my street wasn't
Right.
judged, or whatever. And
I
then
think
once we get all the names, then a committee other than Rachel, some of us would get together, go down the list. And if there's 3 houses on Waycross, then we'll sign out that street like we used to do before.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if we start early enough now, letting people know that if you want to be judged in June, you have to call in.
Right. I don't
That's
think
my take.
I don't think we'll get that many complaints if we do that.
I don't think so either. It'll keep the headaches out of the mayor and the city manager and Robin and Rachel and everybody else. That's just my
So,
thought.
so I have a question. Are people really complaining because you missed your street, you missed their house, or
Yes,
are they complaining? Or are they complaining because they thought their house should have received a
both.
flag and it didn't? Because even though I might send my name in to say I want to be judged, but you don't think I deserve either one of those flags, I'm not going to get one. So it's going to be the same. I mean, you're going to have the same complaint.
Well, then we would have to make sure that the letter that we send out, or the notice that she posts is in the media, it explains that you're sending your name in to be judged. But we do get a lot of complaints. You missed my street,
Yep.
and I think I should have gotten a flag. So we
Exactly. It's not necessarily that somebody missed their street.
get both.
The last part you said is you missed my street, or I should have gotten a flag.
Mhm.
Everybody that gets out there and put a flower in the ground thinks they should get a flag.
That's true.
But you get both of them. We got both last year.
Got both what?
Complaints that you missed, nobody came on our street.
Yeah, we had a lot of complaints last year. We did.
I think that's a standard.
Yeah, it probably is, but maybe we should.
Well,
Can
then we still
that-
have time to iron all that out, but the before she sends out a letter or anything, but I don't know. I don't even know that we can even change it. I don't know if it's something has to go through the mayor or the city manager. I don't know.
Well, we can try.
Well, we can table that and talk about it at other meetings because I think if they do sign up, like Denise said, and they don't get an award, maybe we can talk about giving them well,
Consolation prize or something.
yeah, or I was gonna say another flag, but that's just more issues with that.
But Robin, just because you sign up doesn't mean that you'll get a flag. You're signing up to be judged.
Exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. Just because a person send their name in, we judge them and like, wow, they don't get a flag. You're going to have that same complaint.
But if
Well,
we,
if we talk to them, we probably won't, because if they signed up, we know who they are. If we decide not to give them a flag because they didn't deserve it, then we probably just need to talk to them about, this is something you need to do for next time.
oh,
Okay.
Well,
That was
we'll talk about it some more in January. We don't have a meeting in December, do we? Rachel?
Mary Lou's trying to get in.
Okay.
Is she trying on her computer or phone?
On her
She
computer,
just sent me a message.
it's on a computer.
Sorry, she's not in the waiting room. She's not trying to get into this meeting. She
she
may
might
be doing something else.
right. If she doesn't have Zoom downloaded, then she's
Yeah,
not going to be able to even get
Download
in.
everything. Yeah.
You know what, you're right. I don't think she has it downloaded. I did talk with
Right.
her and I didn't even think about having it downloaded. I did talk with her, so she probably doesn't have it downloaded.
Right.
Okay.
I will talk with her after the meeting is over.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Linda. So is there any more for the holiday, for the yard contest? We can always put this on the agenda for January because we don't have any meetings in December, right, Rachel?
Correct.
Okay, so we can table this till January. And then we have January, February, and March maybe to get that together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I don't know, if maybe you guys can look at other cities, maybe on their website, see how other cities do something like this.
okay, we
Just a thought.
can. We can. All right, is that all for the yard contest?
Denise, do you think it's going to be a problem to change it?
It probably won't be a problem to change it, but we're still going to run into the same problem. Going out and judging the houses like we took sections last year, it's safer to just go and do it because you're not in contact with anybody. You walk the street and do it. But for people to say, I want my house judged, and then they don't get, it's going to be the same way with the Christmas light. Why don't we take it from there? Since we asked them to send in their house if they wanted it to be judged for Christmas, let's see how that goes. And then decide from there, or
Okay.
let that be the example we're getting ready to have. Let that be an example for what we do with the yards contest, my
I
opinion.
think that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
But I mean, we always do the same thing at Christmas. They always call in and we always judge. So how's that going to be example?
Well, because if we are looking at Christmas, we don't have any complaints at Christmas, I don't think. Do we have complaints at Christmas?
No.
Does
And they
everybody?
always call in.
But what I'm
But
what
everyone's
what
given
I'm
an
saying,
award.
what I'm
What'd you
saying,
say, Rachel?
I said everyone's given a certificate at Christmas.
Certificate of something or the other. That's what I was saying about the
okay,
yard contest. If they want to be judged, you got to give them something. Say, better try next year. Not that.
Right.
But
no,
They-
Well, we
no,
could give them a certificate to say that they
no,
put,
no,
why not?
no, because the people that have those plastic flowers in their yard every year get
you're
a
right.
flag.
You're right.
Well, we need to stop that, but we can't stop it if we don't change something.
Right.
But stop it. But they're going to send in and say, I want to be judged. So
Then
what
we
you're
send them a
saying is,
certificate and
And
say,
then
we don't
we
take plastic flowers.
Right, no plastic.
Mm.
You need to tell
Yeah,
them.
you
no
just
plastic.
don't, you just don't judge that house if they call, because Rachel sends them a copy of the criteria.
Right.
Right, and they'll have it ahead of time.
Plastic flowers. So they should know that they're not gonna get anything if they have plastic flowers.
Plastic flowers.
I mean, that's crazy.
That's
But
no
we
effort.
can be responsible and call them for all those that's not going to get a flag. We need to call them and tell them something, or give them give them some nice words about what they
Okay,
need
so,
to do for next
encouragement.
year.
What we need to do is everybody come up with their ideals, and when we talk in January, then we can discuss it further.
Okay,
I agree.
okay. All right.
Good.
So Rachel, you can probably put that on the agenda, call in judging or keep it the same. Call in and be judged, and then we can talk about those two things in January. Rachel there, did you? Okay.
Rachel, you get that?
I got back.
Oh,
I was frozen. I couldn't
Did you
see
get
any.
that about the judging?
You decided it all. I will hear about it tomorrow.
Did you hear? You couldn't hear?
Recorded it last time, so I was able to take
Looked like
minutes
she
from that.
okay.
Okay. So I'm not sure where we left off.
we're on number 5.
Can anybody?
Hello?
We're listening. We hear
Hello?
everybody.
Is Robin there?
Robin's talking.
Oh,
I'm
she is?
here. Can you hear me?
Oh, I
Yes.
can now.
Yeah.
Can't hear
Okay.
you.
What was your question, Robin?
Rachel, where do we leave off?
Yard contest.
Huh?
You
Was
left
I
the
I
yard.
the only one that was gone?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Where did you leave off at when you went out? What were your last notes?
I heard, you were going to table a yard contest till
We're
January.
still going to do that. Yes. And then we can talk about whether we'll have call-ins or keep it the same. All right. Can we move on to Denise? We'll move on to.
Okay, as I said at the beginning of the meeting, that this particular committee does not require a quorum because it's a committee at large. We are an advisory committee because nothing can be changed with this committee unless it goes through council. And this was added later. It wasn't like your economic development and those committees like that. They're totally different than this. And also, there is no limit when you say 7 members. There's no limit to how many members you can have. Of course, you don't want 30 or 40, but there's no limit. That there's nothing that says etched in stone that you can only have 7 members. But the members that
Okay.
decide to sign up to do it must be active members. I mean, they must be active, if you understand what I mean.
Okay, I understand
What
you
is active?
mean. And also, you said
Active, I mean, you have to participate, you have to be active.
Come to the meetings and
Yes,
engage in the conversation. I'm guessing that's what you mean.
right.
I'm guessing.
Because like with a committee that I'm on that's outside of Forest Park, then a person wants to be on, they're on that board, but they never ever show up. Not one time did they show up for any meetings, but they just want their name to be, they want to be a board member, but not active. So that's what I meant when I said that.
So
Okay, I'm sorry.
then what you just said was that no changes can be made unless it goes through the council. So then it's a possibility that we can't make any changes on the yard contest.
We have to
There's
ask council. They'll have to let us know if we can do it. We have to
Right.
send it to them.
Well,
Yeah.
I asked that in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to make a drastic change to something, or if you don't want to do it or whatever, then it has to still, council will have to approve that. It has to go through council.
So then we need to get, before we go through a discussion in January and stuff, with some kind of way, we need to get to council before they go out to see, before we go through all of this, saying that we want to do it, to see if they even going to allow us to do it. Is that right?
that we're considering doing it.
Either Rachel or
Robin?
you, Robin, can either jot a memo, send it to the mayor or city manager, and said, this is what we would like to do this year because of COVID, that will council approve this?
Okay,
Yes.
That's fair enough.
sounds good.
And with that, that would conclude any information that I might have. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that. I didn't know that, but thank you.
I know that's news to me. I never heard that before.
Well, I decided that because when I got the call today to find out if there a quorum, and then I had this discussion already with the mayor about having a quorum for these meetings, and he ran it down to me that what committees that require quorum, and this is not one of the committees.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. So now, I guess, is there anything else? I don't have anything to report. James is not here, so does anybody else have anything they want to discuss or talk about or comment on?
What are we doing for December? Not having a meeting?
Correct.
No, we never have a meeting in December because we always go out.
Oh,
We
that's
always
right.
have something,
Yeah.
eat or something, and then we go out judging.
Right.
So since we can't do that, then our next meeting will be in January, right, Rachel?
Yes, we'll have a meeting in January.
Okay, I was late. How are we going to get our streets for what we're taking? I missed that. I apologize.
I'll give them a deadline where they'll have to register by, and I will send you the flyer tomorrow because then I leave for a week on vacation.
Wow.
But they'll have a deadline to register by, and after everyone's registered, I will divide it up by area and I'll email you the addresses.
Thank you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
And then I would need something to. Then I would need something to announce at the next council meeting, because we go on recess. Well, right after the judging. So
Okay,
I would need to have something so I can get it out there also on media.
So I have another
what the
question.
plans are.
Okay.
I have a question. So since there's not when we have our meeting, so if I'm there and Rachel's there and Denise is there, I can make the decision for beautification.
Ooh.
One person.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that's scary.
Well, I mean, am I reading it wrong, Denise?
No,
It has
you
to go
don't,
through
but
council.
I mean, you don't need this quorum, but I wouldn't think that you and Rachel will have a meeting. I mean, to say a quorum, you're saying you can't have a meeting unless 7 people are there. But
But
if
I said we don't need 7 people.
exactly, we don't
Yes,
need
so
7
we don't,
people
that's what
to have a
she's saying.
meeting. But to me, it doesn't make sense to have a meeting if only 2 people are there.
But okay.
Alberta wants to have a meeting.
Well, then Alberta have a meeting.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is if the meeting is supposed to be the night and I'm the only person there. So
Then you can't have a meeting by yourself. But you don't
I would think he
need,
wouldn't show up. I
you don't,
just think Denise was saying, you know, if you don't have to have 7. If you got 6, if you got 5,
exactly.
okay.
But I'm not saying if only one person can show up, that one person show up and have a meeting. But you don't need 7 people.
So we need to have some dialogue going on.
Okay,
Yes.
got you. Thank you.
Okay, Rachel, when is our next meeting in January? Okay.
I mean, all this time we thought we needed a quorum. And now.
Yeah, but Denise said that the mayor or the city manager.
No, because I asked a few months ago because everybody, it kept coming up, a quorum, a quorum, a quorum. And I decided to investigate to find out, do you need 7 people? And because Linda had asked me also, has said that there were other people that wanted to be on the committee. So I needed to find out how many people can be on the committee, and do you need, quote unquote, a quorum in order to have the meeting. So that's when I went to investigate to find out that you really don't, not for this committee.
We gave you a lot of to-dos, didn't we?
I'm sorry.
I said, we just kept you busy.
But you know, it was all the time. We don't have a quorum. We don't have a quorum. So I mean, you know, how many other people it takes to have a decent meeting? The meeting can go on, but you don't need 7. That's the best way I can put it.
Okay, we got you. I think we all understand. You don't 7. Jeez, oh Pete's. Good God.
All right.
January the 20th is our January meeting.
Yeah, who wants to say
it? January 20th, you say?
All right.
We have 3rd Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday, January 20th.
Oh, that's my birthday.
It's the birthday.
Cake,
it's
cake.
The birthday. Well, we know we won't have 7 people.
we won't have 7. Well, how many of us is it on? Let's see. So it's 1, 2,
4,
7. We got really more than that. How many members do we have, Rachel? Not that it matters anymore.
5. There's 5 here tonight.
We got more than 5.
There's 7.
Oh yeah.
Together.
And then we got.
So we always thought we needed 4 for a quorum.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. So is there anything else? If not, I'm gonna adjourn the meeting. Meeting adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Have a happy Christmas.